Hi, everybody. It's Tom Morley here, coming at you from beautiful Chattanooga, Tennessee, for my 239th play along session. And this is my sixth annual Spooky Tunes Halloween Spooktacular play along session. Yes, that's right. I started doing these Halloween sessions back in 2020, and here we are with the sixth annual session. It's a special one for me. This is one of the first times I thought to put tunes together in a theme, and I continue to do that and have some fun with these tunes. So get yourself ready. The tunes we're going to play today are mostly named for Halloween or autumn, and some of them you will know very well. Some of them are kind of unique and not heard that much, but are really good tunes and are worth maybe putting in your TRAD repertoire. Some of them are really old, some of them are contemporary, but I will say that all the tunes in this session are kind of challenging, and you have to be on your toes to play these. Some of them feature a lot of different notes, a lot of ornaments, which I'll certainly mention as we go along. And as I played through them earlier today, something I like to do before I start every live trad session, I said, yeah, these tunes will give everybody a workout, and they'll be challenging. Kind of the opposite of the super easy tunes that I picked last week when we all got together. Well, let's get going here. The first tune I've played officially every year for the Halloween week session is Spootiskerry, or if you want to say it, Spooky Scary. Okay, that's my silly little connection there. But hey, this is a great tune. It's probably the most famous reel from the Shetland Islands and is played at sessions everywhere of all types. It's so much fun to play this tune. It was written by Ian Burns, and I always have enjoyed playing this. I even recorded it more than once with two different bands, so I must like it a lot. This tune is probably the most fun one to play, where all the notes that are in it are just kind of based on a pentatonic scale. Are you ready? 3 times around on Spootiskerry. Let's get this Halloween session going. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Spootiskerry is the name of that tune, and it's always the official first tune of my Hollywood tune set, just for fun. Gosh, I always enjoy playing that tune. I've taught it to so many students and played it so many times, but I never get tired of it. I hope you enjoyed that cool tune in the key of G, Spootiskerry. All right, now we'll do some official, more autumn and Halloween related tunes, including this next song, the most obvious tune that I could pick. It's called the Halloween Jig, everybody. So yeah, it's a good spooky tune in a minor key, and this is a tune that was it's a contemporary tune composed by Gene Duval. I found it years ago when I had a band down in Alabama, Mithril, and we were performing a special Halloween show, which turned into a regular annual thing. And I started doing a little research, and I said, wow, this is the perfect tune for Halloween, the Halloween Jig. You can look it up if you want to have a little fun and see me back a number of years ago with my group Mithril. You could play in this tune along with the Enid, Oklahoma Symphony Orchestra. Actually, we did things in a big way. Sometimes you could go to YouTube and just put in the words Halloween Jig and Mithril, and you can watch us jump around on stage and play this tune with a full orchestration. All right, nothing like playing with a 60-piece backup band, as I used to like to say. But this one is a really fun and spooky tune. The first half is particularly spooky in B minor. Then it goes to a D major for the B section, and maybe we could think of Trick or Treat. So the first half is the trick, and the second half is the treat. Here we go, 3 times around on the Halloween Jig. 1, 2, here we go. That's how it goes. One more time. There we go. So yeah, what a tasty tune that one is, and you could play at any time of the year. You wouldn't have to just wait until Halloween to play the Halloween Jig, but it certainly fits the season and the holiday, I think, with a spooky tune. Woof! All right. Well, Halloween has definite Irish roots because Halloween is really based on the festival known as Samhain, spelled Samhain. It looks like Samhain, but it's pronounced Samhain. It was the Celtic festival that celebrated the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. And on that day or that time of year, there was a old folk tale about a scary kind of a creature who walked around at night and had a light inside of a carved turnip, and that's how he made his way. And that's where the idea of carving pumpkins came from. As Irish immigrants came to the U.S., it was easier to find pumpkins than giant turnips. So that's where we get our jack-o'-lanterns. And there was also children would go around and ask for treats at that time of year, and that's where we get trick-or-treating from. And they also celebrated a Day of the Dead, kind of like they do in Mexico. So all of the things we do to celebrate Halloween really have Celtic origins. So that makes it pretty neat. There's all kinds of scary creatures in the Celtic world, including a banshee, and there's several tunes that mention banshees. You could go ahead and kind of look up. There's a variety of creatures that are thought of as banshees. Female ghosts that would wail at a graveside or when somebody was going to die. There's all kinds of folk tales about banshees. And so guess what? There's a bunch of tunes about banshees as well. Very famous top 10 reel, really, called The Banshee. It isn't a scary tune at all. It's actually in a major key, and doesn't particularly sound like Halloween or like a banshee, but that's the name of it and has been known as that for a couple hundred years, I believe. This tune is challenging in its own way. It's a busy reel, and it's full of an Irish ornament called a cut. You'll see it all the way through here. That's when you have two notes that are the same, but in between you flick your third finger and all through this tune you'll see a lot of first fingers. I'm going to tell you fiddle players this because I can't translate this to every other instrument that anybody might be playing out there, but you'll go. You'll quickly flick your third finger, and that cuts the two E notes apart. It also happens on the A string with some Bs. And you'll see that come up over and over again. You'll be able to, you don't have to play the cut to make it work. You can go, but you can also go. Okay, so 2 times around here on a very famous Irish reel called the Banshee. We'll do it once extra slow and then one more time with the tempo kicked up a notch. Are you ready? Here we go with the Banshee. 1, 2, 3. very famous Irish reel called the Banshee, and certainly super good for practicing your cuts, all you fiddle players out there. 1-3-1, 1-3-1. So it's a great tune to practice that very specific Irish ornament. Well, the next tune is perfectly worded. It's The Autumn Child is the name of this tune. And it's a contemporary tune that I heard recorded by the group Lunasa, and really fell in love with this beautiful melody. And it does sound very kind of melancholy and sad as we see the leaves falling and all the trees turning bare and the colors changing, and dreary days like we have here today in Chattanooga, dreary and rainy. Well, then you think of autumn, and this is a beautiful tune to go along with the season. It's called The Autumn Child. 2 times around on this lovely contemporary slow air. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Time. Autumn Child is the name of that tune. Perfect tune for the day, I think. So yeah, I think some people really thought that one was very pretty, and I agree. In the next tune, we're going to come right back here to the good old USA and play an old time tune that's one of my favorites from the American fiddle tune repertoire, and that's Cold Frosty Morning. And I guess some of you have had some cold frosty mornings already, and we're certainly close to having that happen here in Chattanooga. We haven't had any frost yet, I don't think, but we have had some chilly mornings, and I don't think any fiddle tune gives the effect of the title of it any better than Cold Frosty Morning. Here we go, 3 times around on this great autumn tune in A minor. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cold Frosty Morning. What a cool tune that one is, I'll tell you. I love that. I love that tune. All right. I want to say how much I appreciate all you guys tuning in here and joining me for my 6th annual Spooky Tunes Halloween play-along session from all over the country, from north, south, east, and west, and faithful true blue friends you all are, and I really appreciate it. It's a great session, and don't forget, within 24 hours you'll be able to replay this session on my YouTube channel, where you can play it any of the tunes any speed you want. You can slow them way down, learn them that way. You can jump right to each tune thanks to the timestamps that I put in the text that goes along with the YouTube video. So lots of ways you can use it, because of course over here on Facebook this video will be gone after 30 days. That's their policy nowadays, so it's only there for you for 30 days. But all my sessions from 2025 live in perpetuity over on my YouTube channel. You can revisit any one of them, find any tune, and play along and practice to it. So don't forget that. You might even want to bring some friends over and have a Halloween party and play along. Wouldn't that be something? All right, here's a reminder. A week from here we are, the last week of October. It's really hard to believe. I don't believe how fast this month has flown by. Fran and I were both saying. Um, Next Monday will be the first Monday of November, and I would normally be there for you, but I had the opportunity. Fran and I are going to play some American Revolution era tunes for our local public television station, PBS station, as they show have a little party and show a preview of the new Ken Burns series on the American Revolution, the original No Kings rally. And so we want to be able to help them out and give this little event the right feel. And it's the exact same time as I would do my sessions. So I won't be on Facebook next Monday, but I will return then for 3 Mondays in a row is my plan, November 10th, 17th, and the 24th. So we'll have some sessions then. And that's all the news, really. I hope you guys are all out there doing good. I'm going to put a public service announcement in here. And this week, if you are looking for something good to do for your community, you might want to donate some foodstuffs to your local food bank. This week might wind up putting all the food banks in overdrive and folks needing a helping hand. So I know Fran and I have plans to do that with our local food bank here in Chattanooga, and that would be a nice trick, not a trick, but a treat for folks who are in need. Also, since I'm in that kind of mode and I'm thinking about our local PBS station, I hope you all have done what you can to support your local PBS station and the Passport, the PBS Passport. If you're a donor, then you can watch unlimited shows on your Passport streaming app, and there's just no shows that are as good as the PBS program, so let's help them out as well. All right, well, back to our Halloween Spooky Tunes playlist here, and the next tune was published back in the early 1900s in the O'Neill collection. It was in that book. It was called Young Tom Ennis. That's a harmless enough title. Obviously, it was named after a young lad named Tom Ennis. But the first time I heard this tune, it was played slow and kind of spookily by master Irish fiddle player Martin Hayes. And for fun, he might have known the right name for it, but he called it on his album The Banshee's Wail over the Mangle Pit. And whoa, what an exciting and spooky title that is. So that's what we're going to play today, is Young Tom Ennis, but it's also known as The Banshee's Wail over the Mangle Pit. And mangles, by the way, are giant turnips, something that I mentioned a little earlier, that were grown particularly in Ireland as silage to feed cows and pigs and such. All right, guys. So this tune has another kind of Irish ornament called a roll, and that happens on a variety of Cs. The very first long note in the tune has a little squiggle on top. You'll see that happen 3 times in the first section of this tune, and that's a C natural. But I'm going to play the C natural, then a third finger, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to put 5 notes where that 1 was. So instead of, I'm going to go. So can you hear that? That'll be an interesting trick to try. Don't worry about it if you can't do that. Just go ahead and play along C natural, and we will all sound just fine together. But this is a fairly spooky, melancholy tune. That's a lot of fun to play. Are you ready? The Banshees Wail over the Mangle Pit 3 times around. 1, 2, 1, 2. we go. The Banshee's Wail over the Mangle Pit, also known as Young Tom Ennis. Okay, that's a pretty spooky tune, in my opinion. I like it a lot. We have so many people tuning in today. I really appreciate this. It's one of my favorite sessions to play. And I'm so glad it's one of yours as well. King of the Fairies is the next tune. Of course, at this time of year, Samhain, there in the hills and the dells of Ireland, at night the fairies come out and dance or set up a fairy ring, and there might be a person hears fiddle music, and if they jump in that ring, they start dancing and they can't stop. All sorts of folk tales about magical creatures in Ireland, and we'll play this one for the King of the Fairies. It's a hornpipe style tune, so all of the notes will be lilted, and you'll hear me do that, and you should be able to play right along with that. This tune I wrote out, if you're looking at my sheet music, the exclusive sheet music that I send to everybody every week. The A section is repeated, and the very long B section is also optionally repeated. I'm not going to do that, so this tune will be in the form of AA and then B, and then we'll play it one more time the same way. So take the second ending at the end if you're staring at the music, okay? Otherwise, you'll also be able to hear me as I start the tune over, I guess, and I'll mention that as well. But a fun, spooky tune here in E minor, the King of the Fairies, a very famous Irish hornpipe style tune. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Top. King of the Fairies, a very famous Irish tune, and you can just imagine all those fairies dancing around and making the folks dance and not be able to stop. Okay, that's a tune everyone should have in their repertoire, so I hope you got a good practice. Some sessions in some towns repeat the whole B section as well, but that's 30 some measures of music, and that isn't always the case. Back in Alabama, when we would play the tune at our local session, we would repeat that part, so it made the tune even longer. But here in Chattanooga, at the new session that we have at a local brewery, we do not repeat that B section. So if you're playing along with some folks in a different town or in a different session and they start playing the King of the Fairies, you should pay attention and see if they're going to repeat the long B section twice. So there's your hint of the day from me. Here's a tune I found about a year or two ago as I was once again just researching for fun and looking for tunes for Halloween and autumn. And guess what I found? I found a tune called The Autumn Leaves Reel. I think I found it under the name just Autumn Leaves. It's a traditional Irish single reel. And as I like to say, it's not the tune that goes... Not that Autumn Leaves, not the jazz tune. This one is called The Autumn Leaves Reel, and it's got a nice kind of sadness to it. You can really hear the sound of the leaves turning and falling off the trees, and letting you know that autumn is in full swing, right? Let's try this one 3 times around, and I've come to really enjoy the tune, and I might play it for our local session next time. And you might like it too. E minor. 1, 2. Autumn Leaves Reel. You can just hear those autumn leaves falling down, can't you? It's right there in the music. So a very melancholy and lovely little tune that I'm glad I found. It wouldn't be a normal tune in your repertoire, but maybe you want to add it. The Autumn Leaves Reel. All right. The next 2 tunes I'm going to play, the next 2 jigs, I'm going to put them together in a set. So get both of your pieces of sheet music ready if you can. We're going to do a tune that's known as The Haunted House. Another great name for our session here, although it's a happy little tune. It doesn't sound like a haunted house at all, and it also goes by the name the Drumshambo jig, Drumshambo being a town in Ireland. It was composed by Vincent Broderick, the very prolific composer who, particularly in the last part of the 20th century, in the 80s and 90s, composed some beautiful tunes that I have shared with you over the years. And The Haunted House is one of them. But once again, it's a happy tune. So I'm going to play that twice, and then I'm going to go into a tune that I just recently rediscovered called Indian Point. This is a contemporary jig composed by a man named Rick Moore. And Indian Point, which sounds like a simple tune, is very haunted sounding. So I thought that would make a good combination. So here we go with The Haunted House, the Happy Haunted House, and the spooky Indian point. Are you ready? 2 jigs in a row, 2 times around each. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more time. Point. One more time. There, that's 2 good tunes stuck together, The Haunted House and Indian Point. And I hope you enjoy those 2 tunes. I recently played with a band in North Carolina, and they played Indian Point, and it reminded me of what a spooky tune that really is. And I think it's a fairly popular tune at sessions around the country. So I hope you enjoyed those 2 tunes. We have time for one more tune before I go. I want to say thanks to all my TRAD friends. No tricks or just treats here. A big thank you from me for tuning in, as you have for so many times. This is my 239th session, and so many of you continue to tune in, grab your instrument and play along, and just warms my heart and makes me happy to have you there. And that's why I continue to show up for every Monday that I can and share tunes with you. Don't forget, you can send a donation my way at www.paypal.me/IrishTradFiddle, and I certainly appreciate each and every one of those that folks send. But I do this because I just love playing tunes, and it's been a wonderful way for me to share tunes with folks from all over the world, from the privacy and comfort of my own wee little office. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Let's go out with a polka. It's polka time. Yes, it is. And this is a tune called Riding on a Load of Hay. What a perfect name for a tune where we could think of being on a hay wagon this time of year. maybe going through a pumpkin patch or a cornfield maze, and we'd be riding on a load of hay 3 times around. Polka time. 1, 2, here we go. Okay, what a ham I am. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining me for my Halloween tunes, my 6th annual Halloween Spooktacular. You all have a great week. Be careful, be good to yourself, do something kind and nice for people. That's what counts. And look for me in 2 weeks, okay? Take care and see you all again soon. Bye for now.